Welcome to the channel. I am the Jamaican Scoop Diva. Now, earlier footage has been released of what seems to be Alkaline at his father's funeral. Alkaline's birth name is Erland Bartley, and his father's name is apparently Earl Nimrod Bartley. And if you look at the document, you can see where it says sunrise June 11 and then sunset June 12. So it seems like he passed away one day after his 59th birthday. That's very unfortunate. Now you can see where he's wearing full black and he's coming out of like a BMW, etc. And as they say in the comments, if moving in silence was a person, it would have been Alkaline, because really and truly he has not attempted to even get any type of clout, clickbait, attention, nothing. And you can see where he is truly just grieving in silence. Alkaline is known to be very private, as I said before, and the mere fact that today, which I'm not quite even sure if it is today, but the footage was released today, but there has been no official announcement about when the funeral would have been. Absolutely nothing like that. And they did ask for privacy. A lot of times people ask for privacy but will still do things that will garner attention. He did none of that. He tried 100%, not tried, he did 100% to make it private. No announcement, just movement. And of course, condolences to Alkaline. Now, a very interesting thing, a photo of him was released. Well, he posted a photo on his Instagram, with his hair loose and whatever, and a lot of persons were saying, him don't look okay, he doesn't look well, he doesn't look all right. No, like I mentioned before, he's private. So if he was mourning, I don't think he would tell anybody. If he was feeling upset or sad, I don't think he would tell anybody. But as a human being, it is only human nature to feel sad if your father has passed. Now, I believe his sister, he does have a sister, which is also his manager. Now, his sister, I think, share both parents, same mother, same father. So you can see that he grew up in a well-structured household. Let's not forget that he was on school challenge quiz for kids, and he spoke very clearly, he spoke very well, he wanted to be a doctor. So this is not a dunce. So clearly his parents, both mother and father, made sure he got an education. Remember, he made it all the way through to university. I don't believe he completed it, but his background was not sketchy seemingly, or even if it was sketchy, you would never know. But his father played an active role in his life. He had both parents. He chose to go down the dancehall road, and I think a lot of fans are well aware that Alkaline is not a dance artist. He's one of the most intelligent artists, and let's remember how he climbed to fame. He did the whole black eye thing. He went against the likes of Vibes Cartel, and he reached a stage in his career now where he's kind of cooling or clutching, and he's just looking at what's happening. At 29 years old, he's actually a seasoned, or close to be what some people would call a veteran artist. And so when you see the photo of him looking like that, of course it is only natural he would look like that. Anybody would. And maybe that's just his way of silently or discreetly saying, he's mourning, because, I believe that's the first kind of photo he's taken like that. And let me know what you think in the comments. And, once again, condolences to Alkaline and the Bartley family. And we wish you all the best in this very sad time. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. The infamous bad boy Trevor, he's known to do plays. He's also known to be a liver of the nightlife. I think he controls a club called Lucky 38. I don't know if that's still a thing, but he is known to be very controversial in terms of the sexual lifestyle and certain limitations. He always passes the boundaries. He's known to do things that are thought to be taboo. He's been caught in videos. He's just been viral in terms of being a PORN star to a degree. And now it is alleged that he has a daughter who is in school that was caught cleaning the rifle. When I watched the video of the commentator, basically he was saying that the way how she was moving in the video, it seemed like this is not her first go. She looked like a professional. Like I said, these are all allegations. Personally, I have not seen the whole video, but I have seen footage that seems like what they're saying is correct. Now, the next eyebrow raising thing is that she was caught in her uniform, allegedly, in a classroom, allegedly, on school compounds, allegedly. this could be true, this could not be true, but what is a fact is that they're saying that she was indeed wearing her uniform. Now let's look at the bigger picture. A lot of times celebrities, okay, they live a lifestyle that is pleasing to them, and they don't have consideration for how it impacts their children, and they don't think about the repercussions. Just recently we saw an interview where Shensia basically came out before she said she was open to ANALSEXORGY, whatever. She goes both way on the spectrum, and she just said it out. And then she went back to that same person on that same platform asking them to remove the video because her son was now researching these things. And Foota Hype went ham on her saying that, she has now opened up this wormhole for her son to get bullied because people will say nasty things which are actually truthful things about his mother, because she did not feel like at that time she was protecting, or she should have been protecting, her son's identity and her son's reputation. So here we have bad boy Trevor. Like I said, he is known to be a star of the nightlife. He is known to be in certain kinds of things that people would consider to be over the top, sexually. Now you see his daughter doing these kinds of things. I mean, where do you think she would learn this from? Obviously, because a lot of times you try to protect things, but if people demonstrate something to you in the streets, something that should be private, can you imagine what goes on in their household? Now, while I'm not accusing bad boy Trevor of not, protecting his privacy of what goes on in his bedroom, or I'm not accusing him of exposing himself to his child directly, but we do things as parents and we don't realize that the children are looking and they're listening, because children are very intelligent. And so you have to, when you do your actions out there in the world, you have to remember that your children are looking. So this is a very unfortunate situation, and I don't even think she doesn't look like she's 18 yet. So that is very unfortunate. And then people expose people all the time out of spite, out of trying to go viral for many different reasons. So we have to protect what our children see, and so the lifestyle that we live is what they're seeing. And nowadays nothing can be hidden from them because of social media and the internet. Please, let's have the discussion in the comment section below.
So Burna is not the biggest Afrobeat artist, but now Burna Boy is getting the biggest promotion as an Afrobeat artist. Someone to learn logics. Come here, get to such man and what I'm saying. Burna Boy is being promoted the most. See? Someone to listen what me I saying. Listen what me I saying. Burna Boy is being promoted the most. He's being projected the most. Now, a Jamaican, like what Sean Paul always tell certain song him not do, certain artists him not collaborate with because him have a culture to maintain. Obviously, Afrobeats artists have turned them back on the struggles of Africa and don't give a fuck. They care about the money. So, Burna Boy don't have a problem putting an openly gay person in his band. Burna Boy don't have a problem wearing a dress-like looking pants or a dress-like looking suit where a woman for wear. Him no care, him go take a picture with the little Sprat boy. Him no business. So him a work with straight people, lean people, any people. Burna no business. That a theme cultural value, him a work with anybody. Okay? Burna has never come to Jamaica and worn a dress. Burna has never come to Jamaica and do anything folly. See him? Him do that when he in America, and when he out in the open world, him work with anything. Because the mentality of Afrobeat artists is not to stand for the culture or justice of the nation or unifying black people. Them no business about that. See him? Them business about money alone. That's why we Jamaicans are the savior of Africa. This been said long time before Bob Marley, before everybody. Them tell us that Jamaica is the eye of Africa. We are the chosen people. So we have to understand the responsibility there. Okay? Okay? So that are the first thing where such man fi understand. Burna them not give a fuck. More moral values and nothing. Now we can ask them to take up that for we. we have to make sure so when we present ourselves, we are represent for what we believe in. Alright? So watch this now. See? Such man I burn out Sizzla. You know when me burn fire, I'm in a business when me I burn fire. I never burn Sizzla, but I burn him out. See? You have to understand certain kind of fight. Such man nah fight for Jamaica culture, you know. Cause remember the same such man, you know. Different Cafe and Sam Smith. So when you hear such man a fight, but him not fight for Jamaican moral values. If you listen carefully, such man a war say when him wear woman clothes, we burn him out. But we not burn out Burna. So basically what such man I say is, if you go accept Burna as a Sprat, you have to accept him too as a Sprat. And that him a try say, no? Him not fight for Jamaican morals and value like how me a fight for, you know. Someone you know mix up the fight them, you know. Him a fight for acceptance, you know. More be careful, you know, and not misinterpret the fight, you know. Such man a fight for acceptance. Him not fight for Jamaican moral values cross the board, you know. Him a war say, if Burna Boy Fada Jamaica and Sizzla them bless him and heal him and them something there, why them a burn him when him did pussy wholly a Jamaican? Your pressure different. So when you fight for acceptance, Burna Boy and a Jamaican, Burna Boy a African, Burna Boy in a business, anything goes to Burna Boy, my Afrobeat artist. So when you come quarrel about when you do the same thing, we burn you out, then you must get burn out, idiot boy. You know Jamaican idiot. I first see a man a fight to get accepted. Me Alkaline the man I say when him wear him heels and him afro and him tights them and him bellas, we not fi send.
Now, Foota Hype did a live recently in response to a video that Mr. Vegas did where he called Sizzla and Burna Boy hypocrites, or he called Sizzla a hypocrite for dealing with the likes of Burna Boy. And he also said that Jamaican people are selective when it comes on to their hate towards people of the LG community, etc. Now, in explanation, what Mr. Vegas was saying is that Burna Boy is associated with many persons of the LG community, such as Lil Nas X, Sam Smith, which he did a song with, etc. And he wears platform shoes, which, you know, Vegas had worn the platform shoes and the etc. And, you know, persons bashed him for saying that, you know, he's a part of the community or he is endorsing that community. He took photos of with his fans who were trans people, and, you know, they bashed him right out. He is saying that no, how is it a case where he is getting burned out, but they don't have the same energy for Sizzla, who is up and down with Burna Boy, as you know, giving out money, hanging out, etc. And Burna Boy is known to be affiliated with the same people, right? So he came out and he called them a hypocrite. Now, Foota is responding to that. Now, essentially, there are two very important things that Foota Hype is saying in his rant. He's talking about acceptance, number one, and he's talking about the responsibility that Jamaicans have, especially in our culture and our music, to maintain a moral value. And he's saying that Africans or the Afrobeat artists like Burna Boy, that's not their responsibility. He even claimed that Jamaica is the eye of Africa and Jamaican people are chosen. This is not the first he said that. So in other words, he can't expect the same standard of morals from the Afrobeats, because as Foota Hype said, they don't sing about the struggles of Africa, which we know Africa, just like Jamaica, has a lot of issues in terms of their culture and their people and their standard of living, etc. I mean, one of the main things people love to broadcast about Africa is world hunger and the diseases and the sicknesses and the illnesses and the low standard of living. Mind you, Africa has also many beautiful places. So it has kind of turned where they no longer focus on the Africans, but they focus on, well, the poor Africans, but rather the rich Africans. And that's what Afrobeat is all about. It's about feel good music. It's about pop music, happy music, nothing to show that kind of light that goes on in Africa. No, the difference is Jamaican, even reggae and dancehall itself speak about the struggles of persons and of mankind, and of course of moral standards. And he's saying that is our culture. Our culture is to speak about not just the good things but the bad things, and that is probably what that is where Mr. Vegas went wrong. This is all according to Foota Hype. He also went and said, he's an idiot, etc. But it is important to know who you are. Now, while I may not agree 100% with either Mr. Vegas or Foota Hype, it is important to know where you are, who and what you stand for, because they say if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. And so stop worrying. What he's saying essentially is Mr. Vegas should stop worrying about, look over this, worry about yourself and what you represent. No, he is saying that Mr. Vegas is seeking acceptance because allegedly he is actually a part of that same LG community, or he is a Sprat. Personally, I don't know if he's a Sprat or not. What I can tell you is that he doesn't like the fact that he's being bashed, and he's saying it's not fair. But Donkey said the word on level. It's not the first. He won't be the last person to feel like they're being treated unfairly. I think it's just important to value what you value. So if he chooses to take photos with X person, then take photos with X person. If that doesn't stop your bread, by all means. But people will always have their opinions on certain matters, such as, who is accepted and who isn't. According to Foota Hype, we Jamaicans, we have a responsibility as artists. That's according to him. Some persons may disagree, but please let me know what you think in the comments. And with that being said, this is the Jamaican Scoop Diva. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell and leave your comments below. Please take care of yourselves.